Welcome back to the Sutter Podcast. I got Mark and just Mark again. How you feeling, Mark?
I'm feeling good. Yeah, feeling pretty good. How are you feeling?
I'm great. Just feel like I slept good. Didn't get home at 3 a.m., which felt great.
I didn't either.
I heard that like everybody just kind of went home like shortly after
Yeah,
everything. Yeah, I knew it. Like this is a good time to call it. But yeah, so kind of a slow news week to like stuff to talk about. But I had just literally like 5 minutes ago before like I even logged on here, heard something. I'm like, wow, like I had no clue about this. So they out here talking about canceling Ellen DeGeneres, bro.
what? Wait, what?
They trying to cancel her show, bro.
For what? What is she doing?
So what's messed up? I just read into it now, and she not really doing much. I'm gonna try to see if because I had the article still here. I'm gonna try and do share screen.
They said she's not doing much.
I'm gonna just do
Cancel
this.
her.
Share. Let's get this out the way.
Uh-huh.
So you can see it.
Yeah.
So basically, it looks like it's not getting canceled, but
keyword rumors.
So basically, the whole story is apparently this was like 2 weeks ago that somebody came out with basically saying how the workplace environment was like really bad on the set, and it wasn't necessarily her. It was like the executive producers and like the people that like work directly on the set, like not necessarily Ellen. That she's fine, but the producers and like all those people, like directors and all the people, the higher ups, they're like are on set, like to make all the shots. They were very like apparently it's a toxic work environment. So that came out, and then it was like, oh, like this is really bad. Ellen was like, this is not what I wanted. Like her whole thing was like, when I do this show, like I explained, like I want this to not be that type of environment. Like I want it to be good. But
keep going.
But the show blew up to an extent where she couldn't oversee everything anymore. So obviously she needs producers and people to take over the job that she can't do all the time because she's one person. So I guess she's saying those people beneath her just kind of stop doing things the right way or how she intends. And then a different person, which just says talks about later in the article, let's see if I can find it, was basically discussing how between those producers there was like sexual misconduct on the set, which is pretty much like it sounds like always the case in Hollywood or something.
Yeah. But that's why I laughed.
But and she like the person that was talking, like they didn't say names or anything, but they just said how there was like a lot of favoritism and just like not and just bitterness and like bullying type mentality, or like the one part I saw in there that kind of was like I could relate to or I've heard of before. It was just they were saying like the higher ups would treat it as, oh, it's a privilege to be here. Like if you don't like how things are, you could leave and we'll just hire somebody else. Because like you should be grateful that you're working on this show.
That's how a lot of people are.
Yeah. So that was like the whole major thing. And she kind of went out and said like, yo, I had no idea about this. Like I always try to push positivity, which is very, I mean, we don't know her off camera, but on her show, it's very like accepting everybody and like being nice and don't be a dick to anybody.
Yeah.
Like, look at that. She gives out stuff for Christmas every year. Look at that. Who could be mad at that? Look at her. It's Ellen.
Yeah, look at the smile. And she's not the issue here.
Yeah, but and she came out with a statement just saying like, oh, I had like, this was not my intention, but I take responsibility just because my name is my name is the show.
Yeah.
So like everything will kind of fall on me. And yeah, just kind of sucks.
I just wonder what exactly like made them get so toxic like the way they are right now. Like I don't know. Like
I think it's just Hollywood.
Honestly, I feel like she should be the one that says this whole, you should be grateful I have you here.
Yeah,
like,
but she doesn't
get rid of you.
But she's not. But from what she gives off, she's not like that.
Well, I mean, honestly, I feel like she should. I mean, like the fact that she wanted to take, responsibility. I feel like that shows enough of like she's very dedicated to what she does, and I feel like she's the type of person, that if she sees a problem, she obviously is just going to be like right there. Okay, this is what the issue is. I'm gonna fix it and just eliminate that problem, that one problem. But I don't know. Like I said, that's how I would have done it. Like, I feel like there's no reason to have people that are going to create this type of environment for everybody. But
And then like the reason I found that out was because I was on Twitter, and James Corden was #1 trending. So then they were talking about basically James Corden replacing Ellen DeGeneres on her on her time slot
so,
if the show gets canceled. Which James Corden already had his late show, so they're like, I'm kind of confused at that. And like, do you know James Corden? Are you like familiar with how he is and
not
stuff?
as much. No,
He does like the whole car karaoke and like all that stuff.
Okay, yeah.
He hosted.
I've seen it like a couple times, but
I think he hosted the Oscars. I think after Kevin Hart
yeah,
dropped out.
He did, yeah.
So it's that guy.
I remember he did that Chewbacca thing with that or whatever. I don't know. The mask or something.
So they want him to replace it, and everybody's kind of like, "Oh God, no!" Like, why him? Out of all people,
I just feel like you can't replace her. Like, she's literally.
It was already hard to replace Oprah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just being a woman, you know, and having that
on television,
having that type of stature and building what she did, and to think you're just like, okay, let's just throw a guy and it'll just be all good. He's a comedian. He's had a talk show, you know, he's funny to some older demographic groups. So I think it'll work. It'll work. I mean, it's like, no, like he has his own distinct thing, and Ellen's thing is literally being a woman and how she's able to like show you like a different side of how she's able to like do things, and you just can't switch that. But
she has her other shows too. I don't know if those will get canceled as well, but she has like her game shows and all that other stuff.
But all that shit doesn't matter if you take away the main thing that started everything. It's like, bro, like what? Like, that's just crazy. My mom loves that show.
For real. But it's just like, I also remember a while ago there was this whole thing of like her goal was to end up on nighttime. Purely because there's not a single female host on nighttime. It's like all like Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, Conan, James Corden, Stephen Colbert, right?
Conan. Yeah.
A bunch of people. What's his name? Something Myers? James Myers?
Brian? Is it Brian?
And one of them.
I do know exactly who you're talking about, bro.
But it's just like there's not a single female late night talk show host, and like, I don't know. It makes sense. And then even before all that, it's like Leno and what's his name? From his show's like iconic. He has like a Netflix show, Netflix little thing now. He was a little older. He grew like a crazy ass beard after he retired. What is his name? Oh my gosh! Hold up, time out.
Beard. I'm like beard.
We're going back to shared screen. New tab.
Lost. Okay, I almost lost.
Late night talk show host.
Hey, that bell pepper.
Say like Fallon, Colbert, Kimmel, Conan, David Letterman. That's what I was talking about.
Letterman.
And we got Jay Leno, James Corden, freaking Trevor Noah, Jon Stewart, John Oliver.
Trevor Noah is a little different just because of his color.
And even then, look at him.
look how white skin is. You wouldn't know. If it wasn't for the hair, probably you wouldn't know.
Back then, it was like Arsenio Hall, Chris Rock had a show, George Lopez.
Look at George Lopez.
But like, look at all the white.
The white.
Chelsea Handler had a show. I remember that. I feel like. Andy Cohen, Carson Daly, all these guys, just Caucasian. Also, freaking talking to hosts, freaking Regis died. From Regis and Kelly.
Oh.
He passed away like this week.
Wow. What the hell?
He was like 88. Regis Philbin. Shout out the boy. Now it's like Michael Strahan, or it was at some point. And then it was like Ryan Seacrest.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah. So who would be a good, now that I was about to ask the question, I'm like, who would be a good replacement? I feel like the timing would be so perfect if Will Smith took that spot.
For the morning?
For like, yeah, she has like afternoon. It's like afternoon.
It's a more
Afternoon, or if it would be even better if they gave him a late night show.
I don't think he would be good on a late night though.
You don't think so?
I don't think so because I feel like I don't know. I feel like he doesn't have that type of personality where because I feel like everybody that does late night is more of somebody who's really like they don't give a shit. They'll just kind of like do and say whatever. And I feel like Will Smith's not that type. He's more the type to be.
That's not his brand right now. No.
Yeah, and I feel like he's more the type to be like he likes to like bring everybody in and kind of include everybody and like you know not really like.
But either way, like I feel like he would have the energy and stuff to do a daytime.
The energy, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The energy he has for sure, and that's why I'm like daytime. I feel like he would do pretty good. You know, I can see a lot of people getting into that, and him having like you know just like Ellen with the whole game like show and all that type of stuff. You know, I can definitely see my mom.
He does like the stunts and all that. He like will skydive and do all that other stuff so he can have segments and all that.
Yeah,
Will Smith, let us produce your show. We're here for it.
I am.
He would take it too.
He can take whatever he wants. To be honest,
at this point, yeah,
he can do whatever. But
I would for sure see that. But who you think other than Will Smith? Because that was as I asked that question, I came up with that answer.
Other than Will Smith, I'm not sure. Like I'm trying to think of somebody like again, like with that personality.
Of just like being all bubbly and like, hey, it's daytime.
Yeah, and. I don't know. No. I was like, yo, what if Terry Crews was supposed to be
Terry Crews, I think he had something like that at some point, or he did game shows.
I know he had
a sitcom at some point.
Yeah, but I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like Terry Crews would because Terry Crews.
He got the energy too.
He has the energy, and he's just a very humble person. He's not somebody who's I don't know, puts you down. It's like somebody when you see him on the screen, you're like, oh shit, all right, what are we about to talk about, Terry?
And then women will just love him.
Exactly. You see, that's why I'm like, okay, it wasn't even just women, anybody. You just see the face, you're like, all right, this is about to be a fun day.
Let's get a black man on daytime television.
Exactly.
Petition it.
Let's do it. We got the people. Just need to find somebody who's very energetic.
What would your show be like? What's the Mark talk show looking like?
My talk show? It's a great question. First, you got to find the right people to play the music. every talk show.
Who's your live band? Who's your live band?
I don't even know. I wouldn't even know because I really wouldn't. I would not know who to play the live band. They always have that connection with the person who's the leader. Like, thank you, and they're just like.
I mean, you could always steal freaking Kimmel's band.
Yeah.
Or Questlove, get Questlove on your show. I think I got my band set up, but I'm gonna let you finish your description. What's your show? Daytime, morning, late night?
Mine
like crazy hours, like Eric Andre, like late as hell.
No, hell no.
That'd be like Quinn's talk show, like Adult Swim, 3 a.m.
3 a.m. You already fell asleep and you're waking up to your.
You wake up to his show, like George Lopez or something like that.
What's?
Oh shit, Q's on.
I'm gonna turn this shit off. You're like, yo, I'm tired. I can't keep this on. I think. I don't know. Like I was thinking, like I like morning but afternoon too. It's between one of the two. I wouldn't know exactly which one. I mean, obviously, I'm not a morning person, but the thing is, it's afternoon.
You could do afternoon, yeah.
Afternoon's.
You'll wake up in time.
Afternoon's my spot. I feel like I don't know like exactly how to like include certain like guests. Like that's my thing. Like I'm a little lost as to like what would it be based around? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether or not,
would it be like an Ellen or an Oprah, or would it be like something else?
That's the thing. I don't know. It's like you called me in a bad spot. I never thought of this. I'm like,
that's why I didn't tell you anything before we started. I was like, I just want your raw reaction when I talk to you about this.
I don't know. I definitely. Well, now that I think about it, to be honest, I might want to. But that's so early. That would definitely have to be a late night thing. It wouldn't even be like it wouldn't even be a talk show. It'd be a game show.
What would you do?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. But like a talk show is something like very interesting. It would probably be all like trying to think whether it would be like music slash like I don't know, like entertainment.
You know
Ooh,
what
a film type Joan. That'd be pretty tough.
you know what would see you having?
What?
Just like a talk show, but the whole dialogue or whole like exchange is done while you guys are like playing something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
y'all both on the same couch,
I
TV
feel
in
like
front
I've
of you,
seen something like that before, but I can't remember what.
TV in front of you, y'all playing Smash as y'all talk about like whatever's going on. Like if you got Chris Pratt on your show and you playing Smash and you just like, yo, like what's going on with this, and you just talking smack as you play.
See, that would be good, but I would really, really have to train myself as to not.
Well, then maybe not Smash, but you know what I'm saying, like play like
yeah.
Wii Sports.
It would be like you know what it'll be. It would be something where it's like classics, you know, like classic games. So obviously, like Smash is a classic game, so that will definitely be in there. But like mainly just classic, nothing really like competitive.
I see all this right. I'm picturing all of it. I see little couch, y'all facing like a small little CRT, and y'all playing, but behind y'all is big blowing up, and they get to see everything, and y'all just talk and do your thing.
And whether or not it's just that, you know.
And as they hear you talk, they watching the screen, and they're like, as you talking about like, oh, I got this movie coming out next week.
Exactly. So that will
write that down.
I feel like
write that down.
I feel like though also it would have to be in like, you know how like in certain talk shows where it's like, I wouldn't say that would be the whole thing. I would feel like in the beginning, you know, it has, or whether or not there's like different guests, because you know how certain talk shows, you know, they have, you know, we'll talk to this guest, and then if anything in the middle, that's where I would say like that whole gaming thing comes in, and then at the end it would be like something personal, whereas whether if like the guest does something, or you know how they do like their whole musician ending or whatever like that. So I feel like it would be something like that. I feel like
you won the series. When we come right back, Logic's gonna do a set.
Right. That's how I see it, because that way it wouldn't be so too in like just the one thing, and then everybody's just, you know, I wouldn't say bored, but it's just like you want to keep them on their toes the whole time. That way.
All I'm saying is write that down, because we could probably make that happen. Not with like superstars, but do it like a series here on ETC.
I was because now that you
green screen behind, blow the
now
game.
Now that you made me think of it like that, I was like, that's why I was like, I don't know if it would be like a talk show. It would be something cool as if it was like a series where it's like, you know, say we're in a room that's designed for this whole thing, this whole aesthetic thing, where, you know, in the back you have a bunch of stuff related to like classic games and all this type of stuff, and, you know, just chill vibes, like you said, the two couches like right next to each other and everything like that. I could see that for sure.
Instead of like, what is it, Jerry Seinfeld getting coffee with comedians or whatever that show is.
Oh yeah, it's getting coffees with comedians and cool cars, some shit, like some long ass title.
It's just Mark playing classics with celebrities on a couch.
Playing classics with celebrities.
Blown up in the background, and you get that whole dialogue, podcast, interview type style. Write it down, Mark. I'm telling you. You could live stream it on Twitch, green screen the background. Yo, I'm giving these people free gems right now. Look at this. My show.
Look at this.
I honestly think, see if I had to think about it, because like Q got like the late night. I'm gonna give that to him, because like I would like to do late night, but I don't think I have it in me to do late night. So
how late night? Because Quinn could do late night.
Yeah, he does late, but
you could do like 8.
But I don't know if I could do like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock type comedy type talk show type stuff. I don't think I have that in me. That's not my personality. I could see myself being a morning show.
Oh, okay.
Like chill vibes, just woke up like, and then just talking about whatever I need to, whatever I got to talk about. Because I'm like a night owl and a morning person. I feel like I don't feel like there's a bad time where I'm just like, because I wake up like, you've seen me wake up and I'm not like groggy. I'm just like, all right, like let's get it. Like we out. Like I'm never like slow to
That's
get
not
up.
Me. You don't have to give me an hour after I wake up. No one talk to me. We readjust everything, and then I'm good.
And then late night, you already like, you know this before. Like I can, if you need me to stay up, I'll stay up.
Yeah, like I'm not the same way, but I'm definitely like a night owl. But if I need to be up, I can be up. Don't want to, but I'm definitely a night owl for sure. But
yeah, my job would be like, I don't know what the the actual thing would be. I know my band. It'd be kind of weird to have a band for a morning show.
I just feel like you're like, yeah, I got this whole idea, but the only thing I got is that band. Like, don't worry about the idea. The band, though.
My idea for you was like so like it came to me so easily, but for me, my band would be like the internet because I like the internet and it's a new band. I don't want to take somebody else's band, so that's my band.
I'm trying to think for you. I feel like it would be something really in depth, like the way your show would be.
And then I could either do music or sports, depending on how I'm feeling. But I feel like I would have to like be credible. So I don't think I'd be able to do sports though. I could talk about sports as like a fan.
I wouldn't think sports would be something that would be, like you said, something that you'll be able to like really go into as much. I feel like I see you as somebody who is like, if you get a guest, you'll be wanting to talk to them exactly about why and how certain things are the way they did things or something like that. I don't know. Like I said, I feel like
that's what I'm saying. So I would rather go with music. I'd be like, all right, so why'd you decide to do this?
Yeah, that's this part. I mean. Yeah, and like, yeah.
So I'll probably do music show and then just have the internet fucking Steve Lacy in there chopping it up.
Uh-huh.
And then my guests would just be depending on what scale I'm on, get like good artists on there.
Yeah.
If I could get Frank Ocean and Kendrick to like leave their houses, we could make something happen. Because obviously they just be not going outside.
Yeah, I'm down.
Before COVID, they was practicing pre-COVID for this.
Yeah.
Because nobody, like, it's not even like, oh, you see paparazzi catching Frank Ocean out in the street. Like, nobody sees this man. He's known around the world, but nobody can spot him.
The hardest, where's Waldo? You ain't never finding this man. No, but I feel like I definitely see you doing some stuff like that where it comes to like music and getting more in depth with like your stuff. Because
there's already a podcast that does it, and I'm upset. It keeps happening where I get upset that I didn't start it sooner. There's something called Dissected, and literally like they do it in series or like seasons, and literally every season they do like either an artist or like an album. And they've done Frank Ocean, Blonde. They did Tyler Creator, Flower Boy, and a bunch of other ones. I think they did 444 for Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole thing is like breaking down every freaking piece. And I'm like, yo, why didn't I do this sooner?
See,
same thing with John Krasinski's show, with like the Good News show.
Uh-huh.
He did it for like a couple months, sold it for millions of dollars, and now he's chilling. He sold it to CBS, but they haven't made it yet. So like, if you try and do this. If you try and do this before they release it, can make this poppin'. Probably get sued. We can make it poppin'.
Probably get sued. And then would be really fun.
But it was such a simple but good idea. Like it was like, oh, like all this bad stuff is going on. All these news stations keep talking about this bad stuff that's going on in the world, like COVID, people dying, diseases, everything. How about a show where it's just good, like heartwarming stories?
Mm-hmm.
So simple. But I also feel like it only took off just because somebody like him did it. Like nobody expected him to hop on his couch with a camera and post himself in a suit talking about a cat getting saved from a tree.
Yeah.
So like we could have did it and it would have flopped.
You see, and that's why I was like, the way my show would be, it'd be like just like how you were saying though, like in a series type genre though. But
make it happen.
It'd be tough. I'm like, do I have room in here?
That's why when we have a studio space or wherever the hell we do it, we're going to paint one of the walls green screen green.
Right.
And just do it like that. So never have to worry about setting up ever again. You already thinking about it.
I'm just trying to see like what wall would I do? It had to be this wall. If I just took out these lamps that are here, it'd be perfect.
Yeah, because everything else has like a closet or a window or
it's just too small or has, not a smooth back.
Yeah.
This wall.
Just make it green screen green. Do another one that's like blue. To have a blue screen and you chilling.
I wouldn't do it here. Just Just wait till we get the space. Just make it 10 times easier.
Yeah, that's a move for sure.
That's it. You just got to
Quinn show. 100% Quinn show would be like Eric Andre style. Just like
I can
just a bunch of what the hell is going on.
Randomness. You're just like,
no structure. Like,
You're just like confused. You never finish your thought because something else is always popping up, and you're just like,
it'll just be very Quentin. His band will be like somebody who's not in a band. It'll be like Jack Black and like some random people.
Jack Black, perfect. Tenacious D, perfect.
Have them as the band, just rocking out. Quinn in like a cheap suit.
Probably hire.
Not because he can't afford a better suit, but just because it's Quinn, and he'll be like in a cheap like car salesman suit.
I feel like he'll purposely, his guys, he'll want to get Bad Bunny,
And just confuse the hell out of Bad Bunny because Bad Bunny speaks decent English. Q don't speak no type of Spanish. Exactly. so
Bad Bunny, Anuel, he got it. That's exactly it. That's how I'll have to go about.
He'll have the dude from Hot Ones on there.
It would be definitely just like his show just have a bunch of random stuff though. Like nothing is consistent. Like it's like there's no structure. It's like it's always something random. Like 1 second he'll want to talk about music, the next he'll talk about cars, and then the next will just be something about food. And you'll be like, what's going on with this episode?
Whole episode about his bear tat. Then when he's religious again, he'll be on his religious tip. And then
today's episode, we're going to be talking about the Word of God.
He'll have his anti-microwave episode and just...
Radiation is killing us. Throw out your microwaves.
Yeah, I could see that for sure. We would have like every time slot taken care of.
Yep.
Somebody sign us. No, there would be no toxic behavior on our set. If there's toxic behavior, y'all scrapping on set, on live TV.
I'm gonna just drop the controller and I'm be like, look, I can just hand you this one.
like Carlos yesterday.
Exactly. You owe me a one now. You got toxic.
You cursed out an intern because they didn't get you extra sugar for your coffee. How about these hands?
How about you stop being a lazy ass and get it yourself? Like, if you didn't like the way it was made, how about you get it? Matter of fact, get outside.
How about this? How about the intern directs the show and you go get coffee?
Just there with the cup, like, you don't do this.
Everybody give this man the most complicated order you could think of. Go. It's like half foam, light foam, thick foam, a little bit of cream.
I want coffee, but I want it to taste like tea. It's like, what? It's like,
get on it.
I'm like, oh, fuck off.
And I want it in the next half hour, hot. If not, you're fired. How about that?
Yeah. That's definitely a way to get somebody fired. Because it's gonna happen.
Shake up Hollywood and get ETC a network, man.
Forget Hollywood. How about you come over to the East Coast?
No, I'm saying like just mess up how they're running things over there.
Oh yeah. I'm just saying Hollywood itself is just ugh.
It's like, no, it's like we not live from New York City. We not live from Times Square. We not live in LA. We live in Hunting Park.
We live from Burke Street. We live from Burke Street, right over here. What's up, North?
We reporting live from Porky's Point. How y'all feeling?
People yelling and shit right outside. Loud ass music. We live from the races right here. What's up, everybody? That's Quentin.
You filming?
Yo.
All right, we got raided. We at the art museum with it.
We only gonna be able to be here for another like how long? 30 minutes. They're on their way, so we gotta hurry this up. On the go.
Just interviewing people that pass by.
We're like, so what just happened? They just got my mans,
Caught him slipping. Looking for him now. And then we just all like cut the shows, like just start chasing after Bull.
On foot. You got the camera guy.
Like cops.
Right?
Bull just...
Yeah. Oh,
You ever
man.
seen, TikTok about to be gone, bro. It was supposed to be gone yesterday.
I saw something where it was like, because I was on TikTok when I woke up and I saw there was like something in my inbox and it was like a message from somebody. It was like one of, I guess, the people that, own it or whatever. And she was like saying how like, TikToks, we're not going anywhere or something like that.
He's
So
like,
I
yeah,
was like, oh.
Trump was like, oh, I'm gonna do executive order, this and that. And then some other dude posted, he was like, he went on, he's like screen recorded.
Uh-huh.
He was like, oh, like, if you have an iPhone, don't go to your settings, don't go to language and region, and don't change it to Canada. Just because they're about to get rid of it in the US. But there was a TikTok where it's basically talking about like the cameraman from Cops. I don't know if I ever sent that to you. But it's like showing him like just like with the camera, and then it cuts to showing his feet, and he's like gliding and like bouncing off walls and shit just to keep up with the police.
Those guys, they need to be awarded.
Bro, they should be the cops, bro.
The highest medal.
They have to film and follow cops,
and still somehow make it clear so you know what's happening.
In the heat of danger, where there's a freaking possible shootout or like assault going on, following a real life criminal.
Bro, that's like basically this generation of when people were in the war and they had those people like literally recording stuff, like literally bombs right next to you, dude's arm just
drummer boy.
Off, you're just oh shit.
Both the trumpet just.
That boy, I don't know what he was doing. There was no reason for me.
Yeah, but they definitely had people. They had everybody was lined up with cannons or like their muskets, and then just one guy like with a big ass camera, just all this smoke.
I don't know about you guys, but once I hear one shot, I'm out. I'm trusting you. I'm following behind you. Don't get me shot.
Or people like in Afghanistan with their cameras filming, like, yo, like, what is that? Who is that for? Who, like, are they gonna send that back to base and like
for us apparently?
For all that, just like I guess strap GoPros on them, which I think some of them do.
Yeah,
I think I've seen people like army helmets with cameras. I don't know if I'm tripping.
That'd be scary though.
But that's messed up though. Like
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's scary. You imagine you end up fighting like right head to head with somebody.
Yeah, or like kids that are like caught in it, or like people get PTSD from seeing it firsthand. Then you gonna record it, play it back when you get home.
I'm recording you. Like, hold up. Before you bust in here, I need you to sign this just to legal. So to let you know that you are being recorded. Yeah. Thank you. All right.
Gonna be back in a half hour for a shootout. Just be ready.
Now we can continue. Okay. We're gonna be ready. We're not gonna tell you when. Surprise, but get out of here.
It's sad. I don't want to get sad like that. Where can they find you, Mark?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter and on my new talk show that's going to be coming out very soon. Find me on Instagram, Twitter.
2 couches, Mark, celebrity video games on a couch. Come see it.
Yep. Don't know the celebrities, but definitely the other stuff is going to be for sure. You can find me Instagram, Twitter, Instagram, etc. Marky Mark, Twitter, Marky Mark, Whoa, too fast. I need to chill out. Victor, where can they find you and etc. at?
Find me on Instagram and Twitter at etcvictor. Etc. Stuff is real, etc. The email is real.etc@gmail.com. We love y'all. We see you next week.
Well, up. And this will be like, I guess, the last time you see us,
And hopefully on Zoom. And next time we'll see us in person together in a room.
Yep. So, yeah. The funny thing is that, like, we technically could have had stopped this a while ago, but
I didn't want to like.
It's just like easier, I guess you would say, and just easier to manage. I don't know.
We could have gone back to our old setup. But it was just like, I don't know.
I know, but I'm thinking about it. And I'm like,
if we're gonna go back, I'd rather go back full, like,
true. Yeah. I'm just like, we've definitely seen each other. It's like, because it's almost in a sense where it's like they've seen us do this for so long. It's almost like, man, they really haven't seen each other. They've been doing this like so long.
We've met up.
We've definitely seen each other face to face. But yeah, it's probably like the last time you see us in this sense.
Thank y'all for who voted on the poll from last week. We actually got like a good number. Like we figured out how many people are interested. So we're going to be moving forward that soon.
Was it over like 20?
For sure. Just on Quinn's poll alone. I don't know if you ever sent yours.
I didn't. I was about to. Mine is kind of like in a sense almost a little bit the same. Like it wasn't a lot, but
Yeah.
you know, it
Yeah,
was
I mean,
a
we never
couple people
expected.
that were the same. But yeah, so that's good that it's at least over 20. Hopefully, I don't know, probably over 30, but that'd be good if it is.
Yeah,
I'm hoping it's
and
30 or
good.
more.
Get a good gauge on that. I mean, obviously, those people will vote. Most likely, not everybody from that voted yeah will get one. Like things happen, but to see that at least people are interested in that capacity, because I would have thought like it would have been like 10 people, maybe, and like the three of them would be us, but it ended up being more than we thought.
I'm hoping though we got to figure out exactly what we're gonna do with the like. I don't know. I guess I don't know. Let's just figure out exactly like to figure out who wants exactly what. You know, whether if it's like they want the hat or the
Well,
shirt.
that's what I was gonna say. The follow up thing was be like out of the things. Well, I want to wait until I have the final designs in.
Oh yeah, for
And
sure.
then it's like out of these three, which one sparks you the most? Like, are you more interested in? But also at the same time, like we said before, our intention with it was to avoid waste. We were going to do pre-orders.
Mm-hmm.
So regardless of like what the outcome of that is, you'll pick out what you want and you'll get that made. So that's how we'll kind of figure out which one is most popular. What I've heard a lot of though is most people are interested are either the gray ETC hoodie or they want the microphone logo in some capacity. Some people said they went on a black hoodie, some people or a black piece of clothing, some people said they went on a white. But like either way, those two seem the most popular.
I don't know about you. I want the hat. The
I
hat
like
is like the hat
I
is
want
literally the one thing I want the most.
I want the embroidered hat, yeah.
That's literally the one thing I want the most. Like I don't know. I guess from a
All the
person who owns so many hoodies, you get to the point where
yeah.
you're like seeing something like a hat is like, yo.
All the designs like you can for sure wear with anything. So it's kind of like I can't wait to like I'm gonna get them all obviously.
Yeah,
But
sure. Yeah.
but it's after we get our final designs like agreed on, then we'll send out a poll of like which one out of the three do you like the most? And then we already have an idea of number wise, like how many people want stuff. So we're gonna figure out which vendor we're gonna go with and then start producing this month somewhat, seeing how depending on how things go. But we already kept going. Love y'all. See you next week.